Hi, Sandra Crathern, Inner Vision Health Top Tips for today. This is quite a difficult one for me today because I was my 60th birthday last week and I basically spent the whole week with friends and family and having meals out and doing things, and it was just the most wonderful week. And I noticed as the week was going on, I was becoming a bit more and more despondent, even though there was wonderful things. I got given this beautiful diamond ring by my husband. And, it's just a really magical week. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. But there was this underlying nagging sort of beating myself up for having all this time away from my business. And I think a lot of people experience that. And it's quite difficult because very often when I talk about things, top tips, I'm actually, not only am I practicing them, but I've overcome a lot of them myself. So it's quite difficult with this one because I'm still sort of tussling with it myself on a regular basis. So what top tips do I have, and what top tips I think are research based that really do help people? And I think one of the first things I often say to people as a coach is, would you speak to somebody else like that, friend who's in the same position? So if I was seeing my friend last week who'd had lots of fun and been with her family and had a big birthday, and then was saying, oh my goodness, I'm beating myself up because there's all the things I should be doing, I'd probably say to her, lighten up and, enjoy your time. You work really hard, enjoy what you've got, otherwise it will spoil it. So maybe the first top tip is stop for a minute and think about what you would say to someone else, and then say it to yourself, because it's normally something loving and kind you'd say to someone else. Number two, I think being really mindful and being present of the now. What I often do is beat myself up when I get overwhelmed with all the to-do lists and all the things I should have been doing or should be doing. And the word should, I think, is not a comfortable, loving word, because it often makes me feel negative and bad about myself. So maybe remember when you're really focusing on the right now. Right now, there isn't a massive load of issues that I have. I've got a client coming in a minute, but that's not now. Now I'm with you and I'm present with you and I'm enjoying this moment. And that helps me not even think about beating myself up because I'm enjoying the present moment. So enjoy the present moment. And finally, I think, look at what you've achieved. I need to pat myself on the back often rather than, boot myself up the bum. I mean, that's just not kind and not loving and unhelpful. I often say to people, does it hinder me or does it help me, those thoughts? Well, beating myself up just hinders me and makes me feel bad about myself. So congratulate yourself on what you have done, even if it's just get out of bed and make a cup of tea. How great. Congratulate yourself on what you have done. So number one, be really kind to yourself and think, okay, what would I say to a friend? Say that to yourself. Number two, be present and be mindful in the moment. That really does take away all that negative mindset, I think, when we're really present, because we don't have time to think about other things. And number three, look at what you've achieved. So I hope you have a great week, and I look forward to some top tips next week.